Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy for Nerds by Nerds. I'm Ted, hanging out with some of the colleagues here.
Dave.
Nate.
And today we want to start off a new series. We're going to D&Dize your favorite iconic characters from, books, movies, wherever else. And Dave brought up the suggestion of Hawkeye.
Well, yeah. Okay. First of all, Avengers just came out this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So we got Avengers on the mind.
We have Avengers on the mind. I'm very excited because I'm going to see it tonight. And me and Ted actually and Ryan actually all went together and saw the first Avengers movie on my birthday because, Marvel was thinking of me when they released that. Anyway, so we're going to do Hawkeye. I kind of cherry picked this one because I feel like he's one of the easier characters to do.
Yeah, let's start off on easy.
And
work towards God mode.
Yeah, so obviously we got to erase human.
Well, he's clearly human.
Check.
And there's some questions on his background because he's a smart guy. So would he fall into say Sage because he would know different things, or because he was a criminal in his background?
I would say Sage is definitely not the way to go.
Okay.
I would either go criminal or spy variant criminal. I mean, yeah. I think that covers all the bases. It gives them some different interesting skills. If criminal is game set part of the criminal, like I might trade that out for a language or something because he's a little more diverse.
I feel like for spy, you could totally trade that out for a language, a game set for a language.
Yeah, but then again, his character type might also lend itself. His personality may lend itself to actually having proficiency with the game as well. But that's definitely an area where I might consider trading out a language. So you guys have been discussing back and forth, and I've been just sitting here holding my tongue as you guys discuss the class.
Well, I definitely have to say that his primary class is going to be Rogue. I think with his with the amount of one shots that he does, I would say he's got sneak attack. And he's probably gone the assassin route because of his background, because of his ranged dropping dudes with one shot. That's where I would probably lean. He's just using his assassin abilities for good. He's targeting the bad guys.
He's targeting people through the eye socket for good, for justice.
For justice. And what were you thinking, Nate?
Well, I would go that he has some rogue levels, but I mean, he's obviously not a third level character. So I'm going to also say that he has to have some fighter or something that's going to give him more expertise in archery. And that fighting style archery, that the +2 that Rogue does not get.
Is when he goes like this and fires and is able to hit without looking.
Yeah, that's an assassinate. Maybe he was wearing sunglasses at the time. He saw him in the reflection.
I'm going to agree with you partially, and I'm going to go fighter battle master.
Oh, yeah.
Or here's another one. Ranger gets spells. And a lot of their spells are combat based, specifically missile weapons, and you could definitely change out like the magic part for like technology.
Okay, yeah, if you techno magic it, because they have a ensnaring shot where you shoot them and they.
Well, there's a ensnaring strike, but that might only be melee weapons.
Yeah,
but I did I considered that one too, and thought about how you might use that. And which leads me to start thinking about feat selections. But the Ranger spells are like lightning arrow. There's the one where you hit one target and then everything around it gets hit.
Yeah, which could be flavored towards exploding.
And then the Ranger multi-attack ability. What is it? Which one? It does the extra die 8 points of damage.
Colossal Slayer.
Colossal Slayer. So there is definitely ways to Ranger to get up your damage and also do a lot of mass damage.
That's true.
But unfortunately, the only place to get the really good trick shots from are Battle Master. Now but what you could do is you could take his feats. Well, I think you can only take it once though, so that would only be 1 feat with the
to get the Battle Master ability.
Yeah, to get maneuvers, and so that would only give you a couple.
Can you take it multiple times to get more?
I don't think so. I mean, it would have the nice effect of increasing your damage.
Just look at that while you guys are talking.
It would have the nice effect of increasing your damage and giving you the ability. But like I said, when you take it, I think you only get 2 of them.
Right. I think you're right there.
And so the Battle Master, there's definitely a lot of things that would lend itself.
So could he be a fighter battle master, a ranger hunter, and rogue?
No, you lose too much. I wouldn't go that route because I feel like those higher level ranger spells.
Yeah, you're gonna lose those cooler ranger.
Yeah, that's
attacks.
true. That's true.
I would maybe consider 3 or 4 levels of fighter in order to get to take Battle Master, because then I think you get either 2 or 3.
You get 3.
You get 3 maneuvers, and then if you take that feat 1 time, that's 5 maneuvers. I think you're pretty much covered.
Yeah, I think that
at that point,
and your new superiority die would be the same as your old.
Right. So again, now he's got a bunch of ways to increase his damage, and then when you start getting into the ranger spells,
and it gives you an extra superiority die if you already have one.
Yes.
If you already gained them, so you get another. So you basically be more, even though lower level battle master, you get extra dice to be able to use for.
Yeah, they get 4, so that's 5 dice per short rest.
That's decent.
It's not bad. I feel like a lot of the and then I really just like the ranger spell selection for the trick arrows.
What do you call it? Respecking the spells for his technological arrows. I think that that's a really cool reflavor. And the quote unquote, let me push the buttons and have the quiver shift is his, like, I'm casting this spell.
Yeah. Well, and not only that too, but then you just look at the ranger abilities. What level does the ranger get multi-attack? Like, it's high, but as long as it still falls under that, which is really cool. Pick one target and hit everything near it. So
you mean the spell? Or...
No. It's a ranger ability. It's part of the fighting style from Hunter.
Okay, I'll check that
out. While Nate's looking that up, I absolutely would have to say that he's got observant feet.
Yes, that's where I was going next.
That's an absolute must. I mean, I have a
11.
So I would seriously put him up there if he's going to have 4 or 5 levels.
Oh, these are Avengers, dude. They're like 20th level characters.
They fight alien invasions off.
All right, well,
if you're fighting alien invasions off 14th
matter
level,
of fact,
your
I
DM's trying to kill you.
In one of the Pathfinder groups, someone was like, "I just watched the Avengers. Let's make the Hulk with a 15-point buy-in and first level." I'm like, why bother?
You can't do it.
It's not even Hawk Light. So
that's true. So we're looking at a minimum of 11 levels of ranger, 5 levels of fighter.
Yeah. So I'd rather just go 17 levels of rangers, 3 levels of fighter.
Okay.
And
no assassin.
No assassin. I don't think he needs it, man. I think he's going to get the damage output from his superiority dies and the ranger abilities. So and let's face it, that those dies alone are enough to they're enough to put down most of your normal guys.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not
when you're fighting the villain, he's got
help
tricks on his own.
And while he is awesome, I think his comparability to some of the other higher level guys of Avengers, he's not going to stand up to Hulk and Thor.
Yeah.
So if you're going to put him in the range, you could say he's got at least have 11 levels in Ranger and 3 in Battle Master.
Yeah.
And then from there, whatever somebody wants to do.
I mean, well, maybe you could go 3 levels and just take the assassin path.
Just for the assassinate. I think.
Well, it's to give that one-shot kill feel, because it doubles all the damage, right? When it's a sneak,
doubles all the dice.
Yeah, but what you're going to lose, though? You're going to lose the number of attacks from. From
that's right.
Well, actually, no, you don't, because Ranger it's only fighter. If it was a fighter, it would matter.
Right.
Yeah,
but so that might work if you. So that's 6 and then 14 levels.
You'd have to look at all right. Well, what higher level ranger abilities are you wind up losing? What levels of spells are you losing? So I mean,
well, you're never going to get 5th level spells if you take 6.
Yeah, what? I guess that's the problem. Lightning arrow is like a 4th level spell.
Yeah, well, you get a 4th level spell. If you take 6 levels of other
spells. that's what you really have to look at is what are you losing in the spells. Is the assassin abilities worth it or not? Which they might be. So let's move on to feats. You said observant. That's
gotta have observant. You really
sharpshooter or whatever that is, where you lose disadvantage on your long range, right?
Yep, sharpshooter's a gimme.
Is the sharpshooter is that the one that also allows you to take a -5 to get a +10?
Yes.
Okay, that's an
So-
absolute must.
and you ignore certain covers.
So there's another one that I was thinking of that's kind of like not obvious. I was thinking Tavern Brawler.
See, I was thinking alertness.
The reason I was thinking Tavern Brawler is it would make improvised weapons, make you proficient with improvised weapons.
So he can actually use his bow as an attack weapon.
He uses bow or the arrows themselves holding them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
So and I thought it would be cool, like if you did take ensnaring strike, so like he can't so he just stabs them with the arrow instead of shooting them with it.
Yeah, like stab it
So
into his boot or something.
Because he gets down to 1 arrow and it's like, oh, there's a guy in my face and I'm down to 1 arrow. Stab.
Yeah, basically that. Or plucking them from people he's shot already. And alertness is actually another really good one as well.
Yeah, I
Not
think
being
Tavern Brawler
surprised.
works really well for what the type of fighting style you could get out of that.
Yeah, and it also means you do a die 4 unarmed as well. So I just feel, it's not like an amazing boost to the character, but I thought flavor wise,
it's
kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that fits. You've got, I'm not sure what the Battle Master Superiority die feat is called.
Martial Adept or something.
Yeah.
All right, so Martial Adept, Observant, Alertness, Tavern Brawler, Sharpshooter. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think you're taking any ability pluses.
Yeah, you're not taking any ability pluses.
You're just gonna have to go through your genetic engineering or your what
Magic.
Well, essentially, you definitely go with the variant human on that one.
I think with this kind of thing, you can't go with just the standard array. You're gonna have to deal with these guys are statted out better than your average person because they are superheroes.
Well, I mean, that's true too. I mean, you could just assign it. Like for this instance, what we're doing, you just assign the abilities. But because the idea is we're just trying to duplicate,
the powers.
Yeah, the powers, the character, how that character might look.
Yeah, if you wanted to
D&D
kill your
character
party
sheet.
with this as a DM, then you can stat them up and send them in.
Your evil party.
Yeah.
That's true.
Let them. Oh yeah, I'll let you guys play evil characters. No problem.
So I think we've covered Hawkeye. I can't think of anything we might have missed. I mean, I'm sure there probably is stuff, and you guys will let us know down in the comments below. While you're at it, like, subscribe, and even share.
You can check us out on nerdarchy.com.
You'll just join the conversation over on Reddit.
So until next time, stay nerdy.